Good morning. Excuse me. Good morning, everyone. My name is Brittany Shine, and today I'm just going to express whatever God puts on my heart to express. There's no particular subject. It's just something that I do desire to speak about, but it's not a particular subject. It's just something inside of me that I need to let out. That's what I'm trying to say. So good morning. So today is Friday, March the 8th. Today is the 8th. Yes, 2019. And it has been a journey for me, but I'm not gonna talk about my life. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna talk about what people need the most. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. What people need the most. What do people need the most? Because a lot of people are striving for something, but they don't really know what they want in life. They don't know what they need. They think they know what they want, but they don't really know what they desire. Because what they desire may not be what they need and may not be satisfying. It may not be fully satisfying. Like, it may be like a temporary satisfaction, but it's not gonna be a permanent satisfaction, simply because if you want a new car, like a new car, anybody can get a new car. Anybody can want a new car. But a new car can only last that satisfaction of it being a new car can only last for so long. Maybe a year or less, probably 6 months. And if you love cars, you know that you can't just be satisfied with just having one car. Like, you have to have multiple cars, multiple different types of cars. So, I think that people put a lot of their focus on temporary satisfactions that are not necessarily going to help them in the long run, because they're like just thinking about the now, but they're not thinking about 5 years from now or 10 years from now. What is going to happen 10 years from now? Is this going to satisfy me long term, or is this just something that I just like because of the new look? Like, even with relationships, like, if you're looking for a girlfriend, or if you're looking for a boyfriend, or looking for a husband, looking for a wife, and you're like, oh, like, if you're a guy, you're like, oh, she look good, let me talk to her. Or if you're a girl, oh, he look good. And you married the person, and then, like, you married them only for their looks. Like, the looks are not permanent satisfactions, because looks change. They change as you grow, as you grow older, or they change as you may go through some things. So desiring for something only for the lack of, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted because this guy's trying to get inside this building. Lord help him. He's steady knocking on the door. Let me call my husband. Is he coming in? Hopefully he's gonna come in. Okay, he's walking to the door. Okay. Alright. But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, like, people grow older and everything. People desire things that are not permanent. Like, I think that's the problem. That's the problem that many people have. That's why a lot of people end up being depressed and stressed out and want to commit suicide, because they put so much of their desires on temporary things, temporary things that does not last. Marrying somebody for the sake of their looks is not gonna last. Like that you can't expect to just marry somebody and love that person for life when you're only satisfied in their present today look, because tomorrow they might look like something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, they might have put on a facade, and then the next day you're like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like, what? Who is this? This is not who I married, or this is not who I decided to be with. So don't put your treasures on earth. Like, store your treasures in heaven. Like, don't allow yourself to focus on temporary things, because this life is not permanent. Like, this life on earth is not permanent. As we all know, no matter what religion you are in, we all know that we will leave this earth one day. Like, it's evident that people pass away. They pass away and they leave this earth. So I just wanted to say, like, if you do have a desire for something, it's okay to desire for something, but don't expect it to be long term when it was only meant to be temporary. It was only meant to last for a day or a year, or maybe even 5 years. Like even a friendship, sometimes a friendship was only meant to be for a season. You may go to a church, or go to, be a part of an organization, or even a school. Like, schools, they only last for like 4 years, 4 to 5 years. Colleges, from 2 to 5 years, you're in a college, and after that, you're out. Like, it was temporary, so don't put all of your heart into something that's not long lasting. But yes, put your heart in trust in the long lasting and the longevity of Jesus. Put your trust in Jesus, because Jesus is forever lasting. He is everlasting, and he will always be here. From the beginning of time to the end of time, he will be here. So put your desire in him, and don't allow yourself to put anything else before him, because everything else is temporary. Like, we're temporary. We're temporary people. We're not going to last long on this earth. So, like, our bodies are temporary, but our souls are eternal, because God has created us to be eternal souls. So allow yourself to give your soul to the everlasting God, the God who created your soul. Because if you give it to the one that didn't create your soul, doesn't care for your soul, wants to destroy your soul, then there was no use to even living in the first place. So that's all I wanted to say. I had no idea what I was going to talk about, to be honest, but I guess God just put this on my heart to express that never put your trust and hope in temporary things. Store your treasures in heaven. Don't store your treasures on earth. Store your treasures in heaven. So, yeah. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.